So I didn't attend it.
You were
Out of station.
why you have not attended Monday lecture?
Hello.
I got it one such. You were out of station.
Yes, sir.
Uh, Shyam, why you did not attend the just lecture on Monday?
Uh, Sir, I joined uh, at 11:15, and due to network issue, I rejoined it many times, 2 or 3 times. But
Hmm.
I tried at 11:40. You can see the attendance, but it was not getting good, so I left.
Hmm. Okay, fine.
You
Anyway,
can see the attendance.
okay, I'll check. No issues. Let me ask you something first. Who is having SolidWorks? Sorry, not having SolidWorks installed in the PC. Hmm. Okay, why you don't have Gyanendra?
Sir, I don't have it because last time the assignment which was given to be done in CAD, I did it in Fusion 360, and I didn't
Okay,
have
but you
the.
have okay. Any CAD package. Please lower the hands if you have any CAD
Sir,
package.
but the Fusion 360 subscription is over, I think, because it was like 1 month trial, so I used
Then
it
you
for
should
the.
be okay. I'll
Okay,
arrange
I
a
have
SolidWorks
solid
for you.
edge. I have a solid, but it is, yeah, I have solid edge.
Edge is
Yes, sir.
there.
We have been
Okay.
given Solid Edge software for our machine drawing lab.
No, but I also provided SolidWorks now in my ME triple two. What I'll do, okay. Uh, Once again, I'll provide. How many of you need? Just let me know. There
Sir,
is no
the
escape, huh?
license got expired.
You will get it again. Don't worry. You will get the SolidWorks. Okay, all of you, those are raising the hand and want the SolidWorks. Write an email to Sumit, and this in the subject you write. Just write one line. Need SolidWorks and your roll number in the sorry email. Yeah, nothing else. Maybe you can write your roll number in the body. Okay, I'll get it for you. Now you lower the hand and raise the hand those do not have PC at all. They don't have any PC. I mean, they may have PC, but they don't have a good PC for SolidWorks. Okay, fine. So you'll get the SolidWorks because it is important that now I understand that this we can do, of course, then using the geometry box also. But today you will see uh, the difference. And now we should use these advanced tools for even I'll just show you today till 3 years back. I believe that the kinematics course, this even till now, people were teaching it in the conventional way, like utilizing the geometry box. I still do that. Even in the exam, you will do that. But there are possibilities that you can utilize the CAD packages in different way. Even though the CAD package SolidWorks is not made for that, I'll show you how you can utilize it for analyzing the planar linkages. Those are really very messy and very difficult to make by geometry box. We'll do it today and you'll realize. Fine. So let us start with the first problem. We were discussing about the position analysis of 4-bar linkage, correct? This particular one we were discussing. Fine. And I want you to draw its position at this particular instant time equals to t when this link is making a 60-degree angle from the horizontal line. Correct? And if I tilt this angle by instead of 40 to 60 to 40, then what will happen to the linkage? New position of the linkage. That is what I wanted to know. So all of you are able to see this, I believe. So I want I can see only 2-3 of you do not have the geometry box, so you just watch. Can't help today. But those who are having geometry box, start making this particular one quickly. Okay, I'm displaying it here as well as I'm displaying it in solid. Okay, what I'll do, I'll just give you yeah, maybe 2-3 minutes time and you finish it. I already explained the procedure in the last lecture. I'll not repeat. Done. Mridul. Mridul.
Yes, sir.
Done.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Why are not attending the lectures?
Sir.
Huh.
Sir, I attended few, sir.
Few, right?
Sir, on
But
Monday I didn't
you are
attend.
supposed to attend all, right?
So on Monday it was set quiz one of another subject, sir. Sir, I
So
slept after giving
wait,
the
wait, wait,
quiz.
wait, Mridul. If you have quiz of another subject, you will not attend the lecture of this, right? That is what you are saying?
No, sir,
Huh?
sir.
Note down your name. We'll discuss, Mridul. Anyway, if you have done, show me. Reverse your camera and show me. You are presenter. Mridul, if you have done it, show me. Reverse
Yes,
the
sir.
camera and show me. Yeah, please. You are the presenter. Share the screen and show. And note down, Sumit, who is leaving. Done? Show me, Mridul. We'll talk, Mridul. Fine. Harsh, show it if you have completed. Yeah, I can see it. Very good. Fine. Now I'll just show you one thing. Very good, Harsh. Now, if you have this SolidWorks, for example, I'll just show you how you can do it in that. And it is so simple and so interesting that you will love this method. So I'm going to start new, not part, not assembly, directly drawing. And if you have Solid Edge, I believe you can do it in that also. If you have AutoCAD, you can do it in that also. If you don't have anything, you can do it in GeoGebra. There is something called GeoGebra. I will give you the demo of GeoGebra in the next lecture. Okay, I'm writing the name over here and I'll just show you on website how does it look like. GeoGebra. Fine. So GeoGebra is nothing but the freeware which you can download and you can draw, plot all these things, whatever I'm doing here. You can give proper what do you call the constraints, and you can really analyze your linkages, the planar linkages appropriately. I'm writing the name here. It's freeware. Even if you don't have a good PC, you can run this software online. You need not to even download it. Fine. Now I'll show you how you can do it in SolidWorks, Solid Edge, or in Autodesk. So I am using this option called in the drawing. I'm using the page A4 size, and I don't want to display anything because I'm not going to really make a solid drawing. Basically, I'll make something else. Fine. So it's this is the sheet I have, and I just want to make it proper. So this is my sheet. On this sheet, I am going to now draw something. First, what is there? there is a horizontal line which is supposed to be ground. So I'll draw a horizontal line, selecting the option cylinder, center line, and this is going to be my ground. This ground is horizontal. I give a constraint to this. It is a horizontal and it is fixed. I mean, I can't move it. This is in black color. You can see now. Correct. Now, what is the next objective? Let me just pull it this way. Okay. I think it will be fine. Anyway, I'll float and check. So there are 2 points, point A and point B, point D. They both are attached with the ground, correct? And I have already made the ground, a horizontal line. So I'll just randomly first pick a point over here on this ground anywhere and call it as point A. This is my point A, correct? Now, if I want, I can go to annotation and even type here that this is A, right? I can write here, this is point A. Now, this is my point A. I hope it is visible to you. Correct. Although this point can move here and there right now, but it will remain on this line because I said this point should be in constraint with this line. I mean, it will in line with this. Automatically it is there. But I want to fix it somewhere. So I'll just fix it. I'll click on the first point and say it is fixed. The point is fixed now. It can't move. And this is what you are doing on your paper also with the pencil. In the first step will be you mark this point anywhere on the horizontal line. Then you took the compass and of course you using your compass just measure the distance on your scale, that is 40 mm, and then mark the 40 mm somewhere here, correct? That will be nothing but your point D. So okay, the same thing you can do in SolidWorks also, that there is a point, whatever you are doing by geometry box, just repeat the same thing. This point is on this line, so I selected this point and this line and said that they are coincide. Fine. Now I am going to also say that the distance, by selecting the option smart dimension, the distance between this and this is nothing but 40 mm. Correct. So this is what, this is your point B. So I'll put an annotation over here as well and calling it as point B. Oh, sorry, D. This is nothing but point D. B. Sorry, D. So this is point D. Good. Done. 2 points have been located. Now my objective is to locate the other points like point B and point C. I know the length of point B. It is 25 mm. And I also know the angle 60 degree. So fine. I can go, of course, what you can do, you can draw a line of infinite line in the beginning on your paper at an angle of given angle like 60 degree from here. Fine. And then you can cut the arc on that. What I'll do instead here, I'll just directly create a line, and this line first point is A. Of course, I know, but I don't know is this point, correct? I don't know where this point is, so I'll just randomly put it somewhere. But I know this point should be called as point B. What I also know is the dimension of this line. So I'll give the dimension of this line. What is the dimension of this line? It is given to you. This is 25. The next thing I know is that this line is making an angle from the right side as 60 degree. So this is the angle. I'm selecting a smart dimension, selecting line and the horizontal line, and this is 60 degree. Fine, done. I have got this line. Hence, I got the point B. This is what? This is my point B. So I'll just write in the annotation that this point is point B. Correct. Now, what I'll do next, I need to find out point C. What I don't know about point C, any angle I don't know. I only know that its starting point is B and length is 60 mm. So, okay, I'll go to sketch, draw a line, which is starting point is B, and I don't know anything else. So this point can move like this, and the length can also increase, change. I mean, it can go, it is like changing the length. So what I'll do, I'll just give a distance to this length, maybe. What is given to you, it is 60 mm, right? So I'll just write here 60. But still I don't know what, because this point can rotate, right? about point B. This line can rotate about point B because I don't know where it is attached. Other things I know now is that there is another line which is starting from D and it's having some length, and its length is 40 mm. So I'll go to smart dimension and give a length to this. Okay, and it is nothing but 40. Other than that, what I know, that point on the line BC and the point on line CD, they are coinciding at point C. That means this point and this point, they are what? They are nothing but merged together. They are the single points. So I have selected this point and this point, and there is a constraint coming that they are always merged. I merged them. Done. Now, who will tell me?
Sir, you are pressing control while selecting both lines. Like
Yeah.
holding.
Yes, of course. Let me just do it again. I have selected this point, correct, and I have selected this point by pressing the control, and then I said merge. Okay. Now you tell me. Who will tell me? Ritesh. Ritesh.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What type of what type of chain it is?
1 second, let me calculate.
Quick. Or what are you thinking?
Upper side is 60 or what?
Yeah, you can see that, right?
It's not clearly visible.
But okay, can you see here now?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah.
60, 55. So not following Grashof, sir.
Not following Grashoff's law, right? So that means what should happen? Let me just, what will happen? Right now this sketch is fully defined. You can see that it is written here, fully defined. Fine. This is because I'm completely defining it. But what if I delete this 60-degree angle from here? What will happen? Or let me just go back and I ask you one question now, that now if the linkage is moving by 5 mm, 5 degree, that means this is 55 degree. The whole thing will move. You can really see analyzing it appropriately. Otherwise, if you do it by geometry box, it will take some time, not a lot of time, but some time it will take. Now, what if I delete it? What will happen now? Harsh.
Yes, sir.
Can I simulate it now? Basically.
In SolidWorks animation.
Right now. Can I really observe? You observe this. Are you able to see this?
Yes, sir. But as Grashof law is not followed, so it will not come.
You can see that I'm not able to move it beyond this point. I'm trying, but I'm not able to move. Why this is happening? Because it is not a crank. The smallest link is not the crank which is attached with the ground. That means it is not following what?
Grashof law.
Grashof law. Very good. Correct, na? All of you agree with this? So you can simulate it actually here itself. Now, what if this length is actually 10 mm? Now, is it a Grashof law? Let me just make these lines a bit darker so that you can see them nicely while rotating. Now, I think it is visible. Is it a Grashof chain now? Yes, it is a Grashof chain, and this is nothing but a crank now. You see that? And you can analyze everything very, very quickly. Like what I can do, you see that. What is the extreme condition? Who will tell me? I mean, what is the minimum and maximum transmission angle? When do we obtain the minimum and maximum transmission angle?
Theta equals to 0 and 180.
Yeah. So when it is 180, this is the minimum, right?
Sir, this
so
is
you
minimum.
Can put it.
Yes, sir.
And when it is here, it is maximum, right? Correct. So you can say that when this point is, or this line is horizontal, basically. At this time, this angle will be what? You can measure it and you can check your transmission angle quickly. It is 26.38. Done. Correct. if it is our opposite side and horizontal, you can measure it again. This is 55.57. You see that how so many things I can do. And let me tell you, you will not find this thing in any book or in any lecture that you can utilize the planar sketches tool, which is available everywhere, like a Solidus, SolidWorks, GeoGebra, Autodesk. You may be comfortable with the AutoCAD. AutoCAD is freeware. Anywhere you can do this. You need to just properly define the constraints, nothing else. Right? Isn't it easy? Fine. Now, not even this. On this, I'm going to build the velocity diagram, acceleration diagram, everything, and I'll be able to demonstrate you online. So please do not ignore these lectures. That is what I'm saying. You will please inform these things to your friend. You will not get it in any book. So you will regret that if I'll ask some questions from this. Okay. Now let us move to the next problem. This is the next problem. Okay. What I'm going to do, I'll just share this screen with you, only this one, and all of you, I'll give some time, maybe 3 minutes time, and you quickly draw it. I'll just share this slide with you. Are you able to see this? It is a slider crank mechanism. Draw it. The position analysis. Done. Ankit Oja, done.
Almost, sir. Not yet.
Okay, finish it. Now I'll just quickly show you how you can do it in the SolidWorks also. Okay, so its dimensions are 25, 60, and okay, this dimension will keep on changing. So randomly, let me select first a point A, very similar fashion. This is my point A, and say that this is fixed. Okay, I'll say this is a fixed length. It is not moving at all. Now what you will do, you'll make a line at an angle of the given value 65 degree from the horizontal line, right? 65 degree, and you can see that this point is still changing because its length is not fixed. So I'll just give some length also to this, correct? And its length is going to be, I think, 25, right? Yeah, 25. So 25. Done. Now this is 25. What we'll do now next, I know only that there is another line, fine, and its length, I know its length is nothing but 60 mm, correct? This is 60 mm, so I'll write here 60 mm. Other than that, I know something, but let me not do it right now. Now I have to make a slider. Approximately it should like a slider. So there is a rectangle here, so use this rectangular toolbox and draw it, and approximately give some dimension to this block so that it looks like a slider moving. And I am calling it as 1550. If you are doing in GeoGebra and all, don't waste much time on making rectangle. Fine, you can do what? You can just assume that this point is moving and consider it. So now this point is in coincide with this all the time. The center of the block is coincide. That is what you can see in the diagram also. The center of point is coincide with this center line, I mean the ground. Fine. So this is in coincide with this. And now you can see the block can move back and forth. It is free to move. The only now constraint remaining is that this AND point is attached with this. So I have selected this point, press shift or control and selected this point and set coincide. Done. Now these dimensions are really not of my interest. What you are seeing now here, this 10 and this 10. This is because just I give the shape. They are not adding any value. So I right now want to hide these dimensions. I click on this and hide it. Click on this and hide it. I don't want to see it actually. Other than that, it is fine. If you want, you can do more annotation, like you can fill the hatch area inside this. Okay, maybe solid. I'll hatch. I need to select the boundary. Yeah, done. And maybe I'll just have more hatching lines or something. 0 degree is fine. Fine, this looks good actually. Or solid. Solid is good. And I want to increase the numbers. Or some other line, dash line is fine. Or cross is better actually. Yeah, this dot is good. How to increase the numbers? Scale. Okay. Maybe this is good. Oh, it got hang. Wait. I clicked many times, it got hang. I cannot stop it in between. Fine. Okay, it will take few seconds because I clicked several times here to increase the number of dots. Yeah. Let us close it and restart. Fine, no issues. In the meanwhile, as this get restart, I hope you have already drawn this. It is the easiest problem actually. And then after that, you can measure the angle between the connecting rod and the ground. How much it is coming in your case? Maybe I'll ask Palak Kothari, how much it is coming? The angle between the connecting rod and the ground when the crank is at 65 degrees.
Sir, 22.
Okay, Harsh, what is it in your case?
Yes, sir, 22, sir.
Okay. Now quickly, can you change the position of crank 60 degree from the ground? Then what will be the angle between the connecting rod and the ground? How much it is coming? Agarwal.
Sir, I am redrawing it for 60 degree.
No, you need not to redraw, na. You can do it quickly there itself, na, on the same diagram. No, why you are redrawing?
I'm doing in sir notebook.
No, where?
In copy. मतलब.
Yeah, okay, fine. But there is no point in redrawing it. I'll just quickly just show you how to draw this again as it was. And this time I'll not use the hatching it, so that, or we will hatch maybe only few lines. So it's a horizontal one and the fixed one, and there's a point on this which is also fixed. This is point A. Now I have a crank and then this another line, and there is a block also. Correct. We gave the dimension to the block, maybe 10 mm, and this was also 10 mm. And this point is in line or in coincide with this, and also this point is in coincide with this. This length was 25 mm and this length was 65, I guess, or 60, I think. How much it is? Yeah, 60 mm. Now I can move it to any position and you can see that it is behaving like a, so I'll just hide this dimension so that it will look good. Hide this as well, and now you need to just go to annotation and hash the area. So the area which is going to hatch, I'll increase the number maybe to 8, I think more. Done. Now you can see that it looks like a block, and if I rotate it, it is rotating. It is a perfect slider crank mechanism. I hope you are able to see this. Now, if you want to analyze quickly the angles, you can analyze. If this angle between this is 25, fine. This is going to be the angle. Somebody has just said that this is going to be 10 degree, but it is 10 degree. Oh, 65 for 65 I asked, sorry.
So it is coming 24 for 65. Yeah.
It is no, it is 22.19 for 65. Oh, you are saying for 60?
Yeah. No, sir.
For what angle? Then I asked for 60, na?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sorry, sir.
It is 21.15.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's very easy, right? You are finding it very easy to do, right? Now let me ask you a real life problem, which you will be able to appreciate in a better way. Okay. So I'll just show you the next problem over here. A carrier for a microwave oven to assist people in wheelchair is shown in this figure on the left side. The two support links are identical. Which support link? Which are the support links? These two support links. This link and this link. They are identical. Means their length are same. They are parallel to. Determine the amount of linear actuator need to retract. Linear actuator. Where is linear actuator? This is the linear actuator. It is written also. That means it is nothing but your piston cylinder arrangement. It can move up and down, right? Determine the amount of linear actuator needs to retract when the front support link is raised by 45 degree. Correct? Determine the vertical distance that the carrier is lifted. So what I'm going to do, I'll just share this problem with you, only the problem, and I'll give you some time. Maybe I'll give you 10 minutes to solve this problem. Solve it. Is it visible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, solve it. If any doubt, let me know. What is the first step? What will be the first step, Rahul?
Sir, to draw the base like yeah,
Ground.
200 mm distance. Yes, sir.
ground, find the ground first of all. The points attached with the ground. First step should be
Yes.
that. Even that, before that, there should be step to scale it down. What is the minimum dimension and maximum dimension here?
Minimum is sir 100 and maximum is this 533.
Are you able to draw it if it is 533 on your scale? The minimum and maximum appropriately?
No, sir.
Then what you will do?
We need to rescale it.
Yeah, what would be the scale?
Sir, it should be 50, I think.
Okay, so 1/10, correct? Use it. Use the scale 1/10, correct? Very good. All of you do that. Use the scale 1/10 and do it. So if it is 200, that means you will give 20 mm, correct? If it is 100, you will give 10 mm.
Sir, the actuator is approximately horizontal.
No. Why so? Approximately fine. You can say
Yeah.
approximately, but
Yes,
no need to. Why you are worried about it's horizontal or not? Nothing is given, right?
Yes, sir.
Then what will do?
Then we will make the 100 mm one, then go up to 50 mm.
Correct. So only use the things are given to you. Don't assume anything, please. Otherwise, you'll mess up with the problem. Any doubts? Solved already? Snigdh?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what is the answer? Tell me.
The new length is 368.406.
Wait, let me also check. You are saying if it is lifted by angle 45, na, new position is lifted by 45 degree, then okay. What is the current angle actually? Answer is, what is the answer?
So the new length mine is coming 368.406.
368. Okay, close, not exact. Okay, fine. Good effort, Snake. Harsh, what is your answer?
So the new length of the linear actuator is coming around 335.
35. 333. Okay, fine. Good, quite close. Anyone else? Kunal Garg, how much you got?
Sir, 410. New length.
New length, okay, fine. Slightly high. Sankesh?
Yes, sir.
How much?
Same doing, sir. Around
Doing
400 and getting. Around 400, I guess.
Okay. ठीक है. Shardul?
Sir, we have to tell the retraction length, na?
Final length. Not minus, the final length. Right now the length of actuator, na, from that point to that point is 533, na? 533 something. How much it is? Yeah, 533 mm. So the new length, how much it will be?
Sir, I am getting 465.2.
465. No, it is quite high. Fine, no issues. Soham?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm getting around 400.
You also 400. Okay. Vishwanathan, Vivek, you have some doubts?
342.37.
342. Good. Close enough. Okay, fine. Okay, so the answer is, I think what I'm getting on SolidWorks is 33.79, and by this also you can see the new length needs to retract by the 45 degree, determine the vertical distance. So okay, so retraction angle it is asked, so you need to actually difference, but anyway, new length is also, if you are getting around 333, that is correct. Okay, so anyway, I'll just show you now in SolidWorks so that you can match your answer, I believe. So right now I have not made the slider exactly because I want to solve it quickly, but that is what I have done. I have created first this point, this ground over here, right, and then this ground point over here at a distance of 200 mm, correct. Then I also know that there is a vertical ground. This is also nothing but a ground, na? This triangle thing. So I created one vertical line at a distance of 10 mm, and at a distance of 25 mm from here, I created another point that is nothing but this hinge point, correct. Then I draw a line from this point to that point, and I'm saying that this entire length is nothing but my actuator's length. It may change also, correct. So currently, and then what I did, one more thing, how did I draw this two parallel lines? I draw one line from here and I draw another line from here, and I said they both are of equal length because it was said that they both are identical. So if you click on this, you can see that the constraint is given equal length. They both are equal length. Then I have seen that this distance should be 200 mm, and all the time they are attached with a horizontal line, correct. They can't move apart. They are on the horizontal line. So I draw a horizontal line. Fine. And I said that the distance between this to this, which is 20 here, will remain 20 here as well. And of course, that is true. Correct. Now, in that case, if they are both parallel also, they can move like this. Correct. So that is your mechanism. I have not drawn this particular thing also completely. This also can be drawn. What you are seeing here, na? This one, this entire thing can be drawn. So I am skipping it for time being. But that is how the mechanism look like. It moves like this. So I think we have 2-3 minutes. Let me draw it. You will find it good only. Don't worry. So let me draw it approximately, not exactly. So assume that there is a block like this connected with this. And I'm going to give some dimension to this block, maybe 20 mm. And it is already given that must be 20 mm all the time. Now, the only thing you can see that or in this mechanism, if somebody is moving this thing, maybe this is a link, this is a link, this is a link. They are, let me make thicker. Fine. And this is the block connected with them. This dashed line is nothing but the block. And I'll give a different color to this. Maybe I'll say that it is red. And also its thickness is slightly high, but it is in dash dash. This I forgot. This also red color. And thickness also high. Fine. Now if I move it, can you observe that this thing which is called as microwave oven carrier, it is moving only horizontally na all the time. That means mechanics is good. You can even analyze the mechanism. But one constraint I have not kept is that currently the actuator, which this I have considered as actuator because its length can contract and increase. Right now its length is how much? 53.3. Correct. If it is 53.3, then I can measure this angle right now, and this angle is to be coming as 18.27. It just shown me error that you are over constraining it. This is because I need to delete this length because that is what is my input now. Okay, and hence what I'll do now, I'll just give some angle between this to this. That will be in addition to whatever it is already there. Right now it is 18.2737 something, and I'm saying if it is raised by 45 more degree, then this will be the new position. Correct. Hence this is your new length. This new length is 33.79. So 33.79 is the new length, and old length was, I mean I need to multiply it by 10 also because it is scaled. 337.9 is the new length. Old length was 533.0. Correct. And you can find out the difference to get the change in the length of the actuator. Is it clear to all of you? Vedant Chaurasia.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Vedant.
Sir, can you go to that SolidWorks? So I was asking that 10 mm and 250 mm should come in the same line, no? Or it won't affect.
10 mm and
that 250 you have in the diagram, it is in the same line, and you have drawn and in the SolidWorks you have taken it right side from the vertical line.
What I did?
Sir,
Which
see
line?
the 100 mm, see the 100 mm and that 250 mm, they come in a same vertical line, right?
No, this hinge and this hinge.
No, that hinge
Okay.
and the distance 100 mm
Huh?
towards the right and that 250 mm upside, they come in the same line. And but in SolidWorks you have see you have made it's some apart, right?
No, what I did. Wait a minute. Let me let us clear this doubt. I'm not getting it. So, for example, this is a point. Are you satisfied? This is fine here.
Yes,
this point
sir.
and this point done. Then this point and this point. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then this point, how I draw? Because this point is on a vertical line over here. So there is a vertical line. Assume which is not visible, but assume that there is a vertical line here.
Yes, sir.
Correct. Assume that it is there.
Yes, sir.
Wait a minute. So okay, fine. So this is the vertical line, and this vertical line is at 100 mm apart from this point. So I did 10 mm apart this point.
So see in SolidWorks you have it's not coming in the same line, right?
I don't know why I made a mistake. I guess this point and this distance. Oh, why it is? I'm sorry. Now is it okay?
Yes, sir.
I don't know why that happened. Yeah, you are right, Vedant. Very good. So this is 10 mm apart. Yeah. Oh, now answer will also change, na? Okay, 37.97. When this angle is this, let me just do it once again. Let us verify our answer. When it is 53.3, this will be the position, and hence this will be the angle. Okay, it's quite horizontal. Somebody was asking that. And if this angle is raised by 45 degree further, this will be the new location, and hence this length will be 32.69. Okay, so this is your answer. This is the answer. Yeah, is it clear now? Yeah, I don't know why somehow I just made this point. It should be 10 mm. That is what it is given here. Yeah, 32.69. Who has got 33 point, around 33 or something? Priyanshu, Harsh, Shreya, Shrey, Kulkarni, Palak, Richa, Vishwanathan. Okay. Those who have not got, okay, fine. Okay. No issue. Okay, time is up actually. Now we'll meet tomorrow. And if you have any doubt, you may stay. I'm here. We can discuss. If and those specifically those have not got the answer and they want to discuss anything, let me know.
So during examination, will we get this type of questions? Like,
Snigdh, are you saying something?
Yes, sir. Hello. Hello.
Yes, Nick.
Sir, during examination, will we get this type of questions? Like it will be very like drawing on paper. There can be errors also.
Yes, I'll do step marking. Don't worry.
Okay.
Of course, I'll do that. I also made an error. In just front of you. Your 10 mm was shifted a little bit. It is fine.
Yes, sir.
I just want to see you have done it correctly or not.